Good morning, students. Welcome to another session of GE 210. Today, actually, in the theoretical aspect, today is the last session, or we are covering the last topic that falls under marketing institutions and organization. So, we'll discussing some of the commodity-based boards. Okay, commodity boards. So, in India there are five major boards or statutory commodity boards in India. Okay, so we'll see which are they. The commodity boards are statutory bodies, while export promotion councils are registered bodies. Okay, so what is the difference between these things? You need to understand. The commodity boards like coffee board, tea board, rubber board, or all these are commodity boards. They are statutory in nature, and while the export promotional boards and committees are there. So these councils are certain registered bodies. Okay, and these all falls under the Indian Companies Act, which are registered in the Indian Companies Act of 3. Okay, the commodity boards, like what they perform is like what are the major activities or key roles are they perform, or they take up the product development. That is a major thing. The product development happens, and in the export promotion council, what happens? It looks into the promotion and exporting, like export related concerns. All those things will be addressed. Okay, so there are five statutory commodity boards under the Department of Commerce in India, and these are which are responsible for the production, development, and export. So this looks into export also, but the major thing is production and development, and export councils are there. They are strictly looking into export, and the statutory commodity boards, they look into production aspect, developmental aspect, that is the processing thing, and the export also. So there are five commodity boards that are tea, coffee, rubber, spices, and tobacco. Okay, what are the five commodities? Tea, coffee, rubber, spices, and tobacco. And other than that, there are certain export promotional councils which look into like which falls under, like in spices also, for each spices there are certain boards and all. For coir there is board, silk there is board, jute there is board. Like there are certain associations or certain bodies, but which are not statutory in nature. Okay, only there are five statutory commodity bodies. So which are the five bodies? That is the coffee board, rubber board, tea board, tobacco, and spices board. Okay, you need to remember the logo of these commodity boards. So we will learn about each board in detail. So the coffee board, the first is coffee board. Indian Coffee Board was established in the year 1942 of December 21st, and the head office is situated in Bangalore, that is in Karnataka. And the coffee board serves as a friend, philosopher, and a guide to the coffee sector, covering the entire value chain, all the value chain related to the coffee. The core activities are primarily directed towards the research, development, transfer of technology, that is new modern technologies, quality improvement, extending development support to the growing sector, promotion of coffee in export and domestic markets. And what are the major activities that are undertaken by this coffee board are: first, enhancement of the production, productivity, and the quality, which already been explained; export promotion for achieving higher value returns to the Indian coffee, and supporting development of domestic and international market. And the coffee board deals with promotion of sales and consumption in India and elsewhere, like other parts of the country, and promotion of agriculture and technological research in the interest of coffee industry, like any advancements or any technologies have to be implemented that will be promoted. Assistance to the coffee estates, like to the farmers, securing better working conditions and provisions, and improvement of amenities and incentives to the workers, export and domestic market promotion. Okay, and now we'll look into rubber board. So the rubber is a tree from which the latex is taken, and which is used for the tire industry, like the major tire industry. But nowadays what happened, there is synthetic rubber or synthetic latex which is of better quality, like due to the what do you call, technological advancements, the synthetic latex is being used due to the durability and all those, because it is easy to process rather than the natural rubber. And the price of the natural rubber have gone down like anything. And in India India, the major rubber growing state is Kerala. Okay, and the rubber board is centrally and since it is based in Kerala, the rubber board is also in Kottayam, that is in Kerala, and it was established in the year 1947. The rubber board is a statutory body that is constituted under the Government of India, like which have been already explained, and their major key role is to promote by such measures to think it fit for the development of the rubber industry, and it also undertakes and assists and encourage scientific and technological and economical researches to improve the quality of the latex, and the supply of technical advices to the rubber growers. For the rubber growers, there are certain technical supports because the latex should be taken from the tree, that requires certain training and all, and for that there are special knives and all those tools are there. Then that have to be converted into sheets and all, like that will be converted into certain sheet. The rubber sheets will be there. For that we used to put certain acids for the fixing of the latex into sheets and all, like there are certain processes involved in that. So there needs a technical advices and guidance for the farmers or the growers. Then improving the marketing of rubber. Next, the collection of statistics from the owners of the estate, securing better working conditions and provisions and improvement of amenities and incentives to the workers, to advise the central government on matters relating to the development of rubber industry, including the export and import, to prepare furnish such other reports relating to the rubber industry as may be required by the central government from time to time. Okay. So coming to the tobacco board, it was established in the year 1976 of 1st of January, and the headquarters is in Guntur, and this is recognized as an organization to regulate production, promote overseas marketing and control recurring instances to the imbalance of supply and demand which led to the market problems, and it aims or major activities are regulating the production and curing the tobacco with regard to the demand in India and abroad. Constantly, the data is having a large number of tobacco estates and like fields in most part of like what you call the northern part of India. The constant monitoring of the Virginia tobacco market both in India and abroad, ensuring fair and remunerative price to the growers and reducing wide fluctuation in the price commodity, then sustaining and improving the existing international market and developing new market research overseas for Indian tobacco, also establishing auctions platforms for the sales of Virginia tobacco, which is a variety which is grown in India. Okay. And also recommending to the central government about the minimum support MSP, regulating other aspects related to the Indian tobacco, transferring the information, that is providing certain services, information transfer services. These are the activities undertaken. And also sponsoring, assisting, coordinating, encouraging scientific and technological and economical research for the promotion of tobacco industry. Now about the Spices Board of India. The Spices Board was established in the year 1987 under the Spice Board Act of 1986, and its head office is in Kochi, because the spice garden and the spice the Kerala is known for the spices. So again the head office is in Kochi, that is in Kerala, and for this there is a head, that is chairman appointed by the central government, consisting of 32 members, and in the board the head office is in Kochi with regional, zonal and field offices throughout India, and it is responsible for the development of cardamom industry, like other spices, like in spices means cardamom, pepper, chilies, like there are many things, bell peppers and many things are involved in that. So it is responsible for the development of cardamom industry and export promotion of other 52 spices which are listed in the schedule, and under the Spice Board Act. The Spice Board Act, you have to remember, the Spice Board was established on 26th February 1987 and under the Spice Board Act of 1986, and there are cardamom plus other 52 spices, and this Spice Board looks after the production, processing and production development promotional activities of this 52 cardamom plus 52, that is 53 spices. Okay, the primary function of the board include production, promotion, a small and large cardamom development and promotion of export of other spices. The board is also implementing program for the development of spices in the northeastern regions, post harvest improvement of the spices and organic spices in the country, also looks into the organic spice production, export and processing, Other activities of the board include certification for the exporting spices. It also undertake programs and projects for the promotion of export of spices, setting like spice parks and all food parks. It sets spice parks, spice gardens and all. There is a spice garden in Munnar, Idiki, and support of infrastructure improvement in spice processing, assisting and encouraging studies related to that, and improvement of processing, grading, packaging of spices, and controlling and upgrading quality of export. Then, with regard to cardamom specifically, the board license auctioneers and dealers facilitate the domestic marketing through e-auctions. Again, with regard to cardamom, there are board licensed auctioneers and also deal with the dealers to facilitate the domestic marketing through e-auctions. And the research activities on the cardamom are also done by the board through the Indian Cardamom Research Institute. Okay, and finally about the tea board. Tea board was set up as a statutory body in the year 1954, and as per the session or as per the Tea Act of 1953, and it is an apex body, and the head office is situated in Kolkata, and there are two zonal offices, one each in the northeastern region and the southern region, that is in the Kunur, and the northeastern region, that is in Assam, and there are 15 regional offices which are spread across other major tea growing states and 4 metros. And the major purpose is the first and prior permission purpose is production, development and promotion. And for the purpose of tea promotion, 3 overseas offices are located at London, Moscow and Dubai. And the major functions and responsibilities of the tea board include increasing the production, productivity, improving the quality of tea, market promotion, welfare measures for the plantation workers, and supporting research and development. Also collation, collation and dissemination of statistical information to all the stakeholders. Also, being a regulatory body, the board exerts control over the producers, manufacturers, exporters, tea brokers, auctioneers and other warehouse keepers to control the orders notified under the Tea Act. So this is all about the commodities and the commodity boards. I hope the topic is clear to you all. So for your more further information, please go through the commodity boards website. There will be commodity board under the Government of India, which falls under the Ministry of Commerce. So I feel the topic is clear to you all. By this, the theoretical concepts of the course marketing institutions and organization is being covered. From the next session, we will be handling the practical sessions. We'll be going and checking. We will check about the major institutions and other major organizations which are into these marketing of agriculture commodities. Thank you.